ثم الصلاة والسلام أبدا على ختام الأنبياء أحمدا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the channel again. It's Haneef.
Haneef and Salaf.
Salaf.
Salaf and Haneef, Haneef and Salaf.
Haneef, come on, Haneef and Salaf sound better.
Alright, let's ask, let's ask our people if they think Salaf and Haneef sounds better. I don't know, but nah, I agree. Haneef and Salaf sounds.
Yeah. But yeah, alhamdulillah, we're back again. And there's another question that came up, and it is how
to retain
your hifz.
your hifz or your memorization. Yeah.
Yes. Or your previous lessons
Previous lessons.
while learning a new lesson at the same
Yeah, because I think that's also challenging though, because
It is challenging.
if let's say, all right, day one, Monday, I memorize this. I have a goal. I want to memorize 6 pages, right?
Right.
So on day 2, I'm only focusing on the 2nd page, Day 3, I'm only focusing on the 3rd page. So what happens
to page 1 and 2?
Page 1 and 2, yeah.
Right. So, and I get it, like, a lot of people nowadays, like, we go to school, we work, and a lot of people is like, they try to, like, they always ask people questions like, how can I retain my hifz? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I would say is, like, due to your schedule, your tough schedule, like, let's say you read, like, you go to the masjid or you read to your teacher like 3-4 times a week, focus on those lessons. In the weekend, you can go back to them. You could choose the week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just review them, revise them all the time. Make sure, so by the time you maybe like the next weekend, even if you forget it, it won't be, you just have to review once and then probably get it again. You know what I'm saying? But
like especially if your memorization is strong, then like that will really help.
Yeah.
If your memorization is weak, it's gonna be like a cycle that, all right, you keep memorizing, forgetting, memorizing. It will be hard.
And I think one thing, like, people tend to, like, not realize, like, do not take a lot. Don't think, like, if you cannot memorize a page, don't take it.
It's okay,
Just take a half a page.
yeah.
It's okay. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. It's about the quality of what the memorization. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to know too much, but it's not.
Yeah, because we all learn in different paces. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So how long it took you to memorize the whole Quran?
About 5 years.
Yeah, all right. So mine's like 4.5 to 5 years too.
Yeah,
but there were students that memorized like in 4 years.
Yeah.
3, right?
Some people memorize less than that.
Yeah.
Some people go over 5, 6. It depends.
Some people use 10 years to memorize.
But again, it's not a bad thing if you take long. It's okay. Memorizing strongly is the best thing.
And like the main key with this whole memorization revision is consistency. Once you're consistent, that's it. Being consistent and committed. The schedules that you plan for memorization and revision, try your best to
to always be on it.
To always be on it.
Don't like he said, be consistent with it. If you're gonna revise the previous lesson Friday, Saturday, Sunday, be consistent with them all the time. And how if you're a hafiz, right? If you're a hafiz, what's the best way to do muraja or revision? Because again, this is kind of like almost the same thing, but this time you already memorized it already. But now, is it just I memorize and then that's it, I'm good?
Yeah. I mean, because like when you're a hafiz, you could be in 2 to 3 different stages, right? Someone that hifz is already is strong already, so that person, all you have to do is be consistent with his days. Like,
right.
Let's say he read like a juzwa every day, just read that juzwa, because you it's not likely for you to forget,
like right away.
Let's say you use like a month to go over the revise the Quran. You're not gonna forget Baqarah while you
exactly
class, and for someone that's have kind of lost it a little bit and want to get back to it, so that you could start off the way you know how when we finished the muraja that we did. You start off with just you could start off with his
you can do
every day until you finish it. 60. That's 60 days. Then you
And
go
then
back
back,
and then
do
you
juz,
increase. You do a juz, 2 hizb.
and so on. And
You
then
know?
the next time you could do 5 hizb, you know.
And next time you do 10.
But I recommend, like, if you are hafiz, like, try to read every single day. Like, I would recommend that, you know what I'm saying? At least twice a day. Like, if you want your memorization to be, like, very, very strong, you know, hifz-wise, like, always be on it, you know, do not leave
And
it.
like, so 3 things that, you know, would like you guys to take. Scheduling, planning, that's one. Like, there's no way around it. If you want to memorize, if you want to strengthen your memorization, scheduling and planning is essential. 2, consistency as well, which tags along with the scheduling, right? You need to be consistent with it. I mean, I know sometimes we slack off, you know.
Sometimes we
but
slack off, yeah.
3, committed. Even all of these are kind of the same, but just like you have to be committed to it, you know. And once you're committed to it, that will help you to be consistent with it, with your schedule, you know.
And also one last thing, you know, wherever you are, fear Allah. You know, there's the words of Allah. If you want this type of knowledge, you always have to be. You cannot be a student of Quran and doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. And I know, like, I speak for all of us, like including myself.
Speak for
you know
myself.
what I'm saying? Like, it's hard sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But before even the scheduling, he's right. Before the scheduling and everything, that's like top. That's number one. Like, once that's like, if you're a student of knowledge, like us, like, even just like having, like, you know, self experience, like, you know, having you could experience it yourself, right? Like, you could tell if you're a person that's like struggle with, like, you know, with the deen a little bit, you could tell the weakness of your memorization and your hifz.
Right, yeah. And this is based off experience. Sometimes you will slack off, and like sometimes your hifz will, like, you will forget things, or like you won't be able to memorize things quick as you used to be, because, you know. But like, again, that's all because of what you're doing outside of, you know. And also purify your intentions. Like, number one, like, your intentions has to be clean, be on the right path, and Allah will bless your knowledge, put barakah in it.
So all right, so close it off, right? So we said purify our intentions. You have to be sincere. So what also helped me is like finding my motivation. What's your motivate? What motivates you of like learning more of the Quran? Like,
I mean, like, cause like nowadays you will see, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say, but like, you know, like when I see like somebody that's like really into the Quran, or like, you know, that motivated me to like, when I see that, I really love it. Like, I really love seeing someone that's like into it, you know.
Yeah, like, with me, like when I start off, you know, when I got back to it, yeah, you know, he was my motivation. So I'm like, yo, like he over here, like, mashallah, his recitation is, you know, on peak. Like, I'm not allowed my brother, like, to get that further than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch up. You know, I'm gonna pass you, inshallah, one day. You get what I'm saying? So
he's chatting right now, guys.
nah, yeah, like me looking at him in that way, it made me like focus. Like, you know, like, even though like during that time too, I gained like the love of the Quran too. Like, you know, I love reciting the Quran. I love learning about the Quran. Like, that has installed in me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, you know, like having something to, like, having a goal also is a big push. You know?
Right.
Like, all right, I want to first finish reciting the Quran. Like, that's a goal, so I can memorize. So then I can learn qira'ats. So that I can like get further. Like, you know, it keeps going, because the knowledge of the Quran doesn't stop.
It doesn't
stop.
It, like, you know, like my teacher says one time, like, the knowledge of the Quran is like a whole river, or, you know, a whole sea. Like, the knowledge we get is just like a
drip,
literally a drip. That's what we have. You know what I'm saying? We will never get the full knowledge of Quran, but try to do as much as you can. It doesn't stop just right there. So
inshallah,
we'll close it off here, and Allah bless everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.